Heroes, this is Mel from howtoplayguitarsonS.com. Today we are in day 11 of 365 exercises from this book, one for every day of the year, 52-week program, and we are in week 2, day 4. And this particular lesson is a continuation of what we did last week, day 4. I'll put the link right up there in the corner. And it involves 3 chords, the G, D, and C chords. Now, last week we were picking out these chords like this. Now we're picking them up like this. Okay? And in fact, really what I'm doing is I'm picking up, 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 down. Now, if you watched last week's video, you'll see that I did down, 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 up. So it's just really a reverse of that same technique. Up, 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 down. And I'm just using, right now I'm just using the simple G with the 3rd finger on the high E string 3rd fret, and then open B, G, and D strings. Now if you want to complete this chord fingering, you can certainly do that. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And that's going to help you to put the lessons together. I'll talk more about that later in this lesson. But then I go to the D chord, and I play the D chord with the 2nd finger on the E string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the B string, 1st finger, 2nd fret on the G string, and I'm picking, again, up, 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 down. Now when I go to the C chord, I'm going to an open C with the open E string, 1st finger on the B string, 1st fret, open G, 2nd finger on the D string, 2nd fret. If you want to complete the chord form, you can certainly do that. 3rd finger on the A string, 3rd fret. You don't need it for this lesson, but you will use it if you put the 2 together. So I pick up, 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 down, and then I go back to G, up, 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 down. Now, the other thing you can do is you can go from the G to the D, to the C, to the D, and back to the G. Okay, that's also a very useful version of this chord progression. Another thing that we can do is, instead of using this simple G, we can use what I call the 4-finger G, which still has the same fingering of the top, or the bottom strings, the 1st finger on the A string, 2nd fret, and the 2nd finger on the low E string, 3rd fret. But now my 3rd finger is on the B string, 3rd fret, and my pinky is on the 3rd fret of the high E string. A little bit of a deeper sound. I can leave now my 3rd finger on that B string to go to the D chord. Then when I go to the C, here's the problem that sometimes people run into, because the fingering is quite different from that D to the C. So we're going to go back to the D. I'll leave the 3rd finger on the B string, 3rd fret. I'm going to bring the 2nd finger to the 3rd fret on the A string, and then I'm put the 1st finger on the D string, 2nd fret, put the pinky on the high E string, 3rd fret, and I've got this voicing, which is the C add 9 voicing. Now this is very similar to that 4-finger G chord that we just did. All you have to do is take these 2 fingers up, meaning that the 1st finger goes to the A string, 2nd fret, and that the 2nd finger goes to the 3rd fret of the low E string. That's your 4-finger G. I'm going to just take them right back down to the C add 9 and back to the G, just for practice. Now, I'm going to go back to that G. I'm going to pick the top 4 strings like I did in the beginning of the lesson. Up, 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 down. Go to the D chord. Up, 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 down. C add 9. Up, 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 down. Back to G. Or I could do up, 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 down, D, C add 9, back to the D, and back to the G. Now if we were to put the 2 lessons together, you start on the low E string, pick the bottom 4 notes, come up on the other 4 notes. On the D chord, pick the 4 notes down and then up. The regular C, you'd start on the A string, pick 4 notes down, pick from the E string up, 4 notes up, and then of course you'd go back to the G. Okay, but we could also do it with the C add 9, so I can do. Now I'm experimenting with the picking. Now we're going to do that here in the later weeks, so stay tuned for those lessons. We're going to talk more about various ways that you can play these arpeggios in different configurations, different picking patterns. But that just makes things a little bit more interesting. That's more similar to the way that Eric Clapton picks the chords in the song wonderful tonight. So something like, right? And so we'll do a lesson. I'll do a lesson on that at a later time, but it's very similar to that. So with some practice, you can start to get pretty close to that idea with what we're doing today. And again, we started with just the top 4 strings of a simple G chord with the 3rd finger on the high E string 3rd fret, picking 4 notes up, really picking the D string down, going to the D chord, doing the same thing, going to the C, and then back to the G. And I went to the 4th finger just because I can. So experiment with those different chord voicings and with those picking patterns. Have some fun with it. And check out my group on School, SKOOL/Unleash Your Inner Guitar Hero. I'm going to have this in there as a part of the beginner guitar course. And, this is almost getting into the intermediate, almost. It's like middle to late beginner stage, but it's still a part of that. You're going to find access to that again at school, SKOOL.com/Unleash Your Inner Guitar Hero. I also have Unleash Your Inner Guitar Hero group on Facebook. And then I have my page on the internet, how to play guitars with an S.com. Look me up in one of those places, and I'll be sure to give you a lesson here soon. In fact, in my school, I often give free lessons out. So come check that out. In the meantime, keep picking, and I'll see you there.